Hey, what's going on? Matt Besachio here once again for WMCT-TV and WMCT Sports, and welcome to another episode of the Senior Spotlight Show, where we bring different student athletes from different athletic programs throughout the city of Marlboro, bring them here in studio, and introduce them to you. Today, our guests are the senior captains from the AMSA girls basketball team, twin sisters Kiera and Maeve Powers. Girls, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, now these girls right here, three-sport varsity athletes. Just so happens we're in the middle of the basketball season. They're 10-4 right now, 6-1 in league play. That's second in the Colonial. They're coming off a tough loss against Littleton, but they've got a game this week to make up for it against Abby Kelly. But before we talk about, athletics or anything of the sort, let's get to know you guys a little bit and how senior year is going. So, Kiera, we'll start with you. How is senior year up to this point, and how does it feel to finally be a senior?
It's been a lot of fun with all of the extra stuff we get to do just because we're seniors, and it's fun being able to, throughout the years, you see all the other seniors do it, so it's fun to finally be at that point ourselves.
Yeah. What about senior year so far has kind of stood out as far as different events or the different things that you're looking forward to?
Definitely getting to leave for study halls, and that's probably the biggest thing that everyone looks forward to, I feel like. So that is my favorite part of it all.
Nice. Maeve, how about you? How's senior year going for you up to this point?
It's great. I think all of it, it's so fun. I can't wait for the graduation part, but it's been a really good time and everyone has really come together. It's really fun.
Great. What about plans for post-graduation? Different vacations you might be looking forward to? Obviously going to maybe school next year. Maybe. What about you?
Definitely going to school next year. I want to major in nursing. But before that, in the summers, we like to go down to the Cape and go to the beach and everything.
Ooh, very nice. What part of the Cape?
We go to Falmouth and Truro.
Oh, awesome. Very cool. But going back to you potentially going to school for nursing, do you know where you might be going at this point?
I'm still hearing back from a few schools, but my top for right now are UConn or Fairfield.
Nice. And what led you into the nursing field?
Obviously, AMSA being a very focused on math and science, the science part I was really drawn to, and I really enjoyed learning about it. So I think that kind of led me to nursing.
Very cool. And you get to help people. Just an
Yeah,
incredible thing to kind of get yourself into. Kiera, what about you? Any plans for post-graduation?
I'm going to go to college. I'm hoping to major in either, depending on the school I go to, either biology or genetics.
Can you tell me a little bit about what it is that you really enjoy about that particular field?
I think ever since I was little, I kind of just been drawn to the sciences and just kind of anything relating to that. And this year I'm in a research biochemistry class, so being able to take that kind of class, it's what I think I want to do after college too. So I have a lot of fun in that class. So.
AMSA, obviously an incredible academic school, helps to prepare you guys for your futures. Maeve, can you tell me a little bit about your just overall experience at AMSA and how you feel like it's going to propel you and help you going forward in your life?
AMSA's been great. It's very challenging, but I feel like I'm very well prepared for college, and not only the workload, but just balancing academics and athletics. It helps with time management, and overall AMSA very much prepares us for college.
Yeah, and Kiera, what about you and your overall experiences? How do you think that it's helped prepare you for your future?
I feel like definitely the rigor of the school and having to balance everything, but also because it's such a small school, you kind of branch out and you find friends in different grades. So I feel like having older friends and different people to talk to, it's really helpful. You can talk to them this year with the college process. They've already been through it, so you get to kind of learn from them, I guess.
Yeah, that kind of leads me into my next question, or what kind of advice, you being a senior now, would you give a friend who's a junior right now that is maybe just wondering what the whole experience is going to be like? Maybe we'll start with you.
I think people think that they won't figure it out and it's very stressful, but honestly, just going through the process, you figure it out, you figure yourself out, and it all works out in the end.
Yeah. Kiera, what about you?
I think definitely starting early it's so much more helpful. Just touring one school, I think we went to UConn in the winter of junior year, so just getting one kind of out of the way and you kind of get started with the process, it's really helpful because you just start figuring it out.
Yeah. Now, I imagine you guys have gone to the same school your whole lives. And now, was there ever any thought of possibly continuing to go to school together in college, or is that something that you kind of established that it was maybe something you wanted to do on your own?
We kind of decided we wanted to go separate just because as you've said, we've been together our entire lives. So just having that like independence and like working on that, I think it's.
But that kind of brings up another question is, you guys have always gone to school together. Is it potentially going to be stressful not having the other person there to support you?
I think it will definitely be stressful and a different type of feeling knowing that we're on our own, but I don't know. I think we'll always have each other. We're only one call away if we end up somewhere different. So I think we'll be all right.
Yeah.
What do you think about the potential experience of being out there by yourself?
I think it's definitely needed. I feel like we lean on each other a lot, which is obviously a good thing, but also we need to be able to like exist as our own person also. So I think it's like a good opportunity.
Oh, that makes a little sense. And and speaking of stress and senior year, there's a lot of new things that are being put on your plate. On the horizon, there's this whole new life ahead of you. So in moments like this, Kiera, like how do you try to deal with stress?
I think definitely just like prioritizing what's like most important and what you have to get done for that day, and then just kind of spreading things out as you need to and accomplishing what has to get done.
So kind of just, attack each day for what it is and not get too far ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
All right. Maeve, how about you?
I definitely like to take my mind off things, like go to the gym or hang out with my friends. Definitely prioritizing things, just organizing everything you want to get done, and that definitely helps a lot.
Nice. So we'll kind of change gears here, and now we'll kind of focus on your senior year here with the Eagles. But talk to me a little bit about your coach, Coach Manzello, and how he's kind of impacted you and helped your development, Maeve.
He is probably one of the best coaches I've ever had, or the best coach I've ever had. He pushes us to be the best player that we can be. He always says if you give 100% effort, then that's all he can ask for. And he's really made our team what we are. We wouldn't be anywhere close to what we are without him.
Yeah, he's a really passionate guy,
Yeah.
somebody who isn't afraid to express himself, as far as like his tone of voice or facial expressions and different things like that, things that I've absolutely included in highlights of the games in the past. But Kiera, tell me a little bit about your experiences with Coach Manzello.
I think it's a lot of it is he knows basketball, and like he knows what he's talking about. He's been doing it like for I don't even know how many years.
I think about 30.
Yeah,
the
like
quotes that he gave me.
he's a veteran when it comes to anything basketball. So he just puts a lot of effort into it. He puts a lot of effort into us, and like it makes us want to return that also, which makes us better.
Great. And in a little bit, we'll be hearing some of the quotes from Coach Manzello about the girls. So look forward to that. But you guys have been named captains, by your team and your coaches. Kiera, what does it mean to you to be a captain your senior year and be a leader in general?
I think when we were young, when we were first starting out on the team, we had a lot of great girls to look up to and a lot of great captains. So I think both of us are on the same page when we just want to continue that kind of legacy that they left on us and kind of try and make that same impact and just pass on all the lessons that were passed on to us.
Can you name a past senior or two that maybe had the most impact on you?
Anna Chelino, Melissa Babinski, Rachel Bibiu.
Oh, very nice. Very nice. Maeve, what about you? What does it mean to you to be a leader and to have your peers look at you and look up to you?
It's really an honor. Like Kiera said, it feels like a legacy, and ever since I was younger, those 3 specific girls, they have really set the example, and all I wanted to do was carry on what they were able to impact for me.
That's great, and you guys are seemingly doing an awesome job of that, so congratulations to you so far in this great season. This season specifically, you started the year off with a loss, you won 4 straight, another loss, another winning streak. So you've kind of gone in that rhythm this season. What is it about your team and the resiliency of the team where you lose, but then you're able to bounce back so well? Kiera, we'll start with you.
I think it comes down to effort. That's like Maeve said earlier, that's kind of what our coach stresses is just put in 100% effort and everything will be handled from there. But I think when we go on a winning streak and then we'll hit a tough game, and then after going down and losing that game, like we just want to build it back up and we come back stronger.
Yeah, I think your 4 losses on this season are by like combined like 10, 11 points.
Yeah.
So even the losses, you've been right there in a lot of these games. Your game yesterday, you're down 11, things aren't going well, shots aren't falling at all, but you're able to stay in the game and stay resilient and hang in there till the end. But Maeve, what do you think, being able to bounce back and having this type of season says about the character of your team?
I think our team, we're really just one unit. We all work so well together, and I think we all push each other to be the best that we can be, and we want to be as successful as we can. So, and especially losing by only a few points anytime that we lose, it's just, we really push each other to be the best we can be.
Very, that's good. That's a great answer. Specifically, think about the game itself, late pressure situations, right? You either have the opportunity to have the ball in your hands and make a game-winning play, either with a pass or a shot, or you're on defense and you get to make the game-saving play. Kiera, what would you rather do to help your team win the game?
I would say be on defense. I feel like I'm more, when it comes to basketball or even soccer, I'm more of like a defensive-minded, kind of like protect your net, kind of that kind of mentality. So I feel like that's what I would choose.
What about you, Maeve?
Definitely the same. Much more defensive-minded, especially our team as a whole is very much defensive-minded. Yeah. So I think definitely the defensive play.
Very cool, very cool. Now we're going to have the quote portion of the interview. I'm going to read some statements here from Pete Jones, the AMSA athletic director, and then read specifically a quote from Coach Manzello for Kiera and for Maeve specifically. So I'll start with the quote from your athletic director, Pete Jones. He says, "Kiera and Maeve are such big parts of AMSA athletics. They've been 3-sport athletes for what feels like my entire career here. They are phenomenal students, hardworking and competitive athletes, and the type of teammates that peers respect, admire, and enjoy being around. They've always been very willing to do whatever it takes to make AMSA athletics better, and I could always count on them if I needed help with something. Showing up next August and not having them here is not going to be easy. They have left a tremendous legacy on AMSA athletics, and they will be missed dearly." How does that make you feel?
Wow.
That's great. Yeah.
That's pretty good, huh? I probably should have waited until I did all the quotes, but now I'll read the Coach Manzello quote, and then I'll get some more reaction from that. So for Maeve, Coach Manzello says, "Maeve is a 5-year varsity player that worked her way into the starting lineup and voted captain by the team. Always hardworking and absorbs the details of the game and brings it to the floor. Maeve's smile lights up the court, and she is incredibly respected by all of her team and coaches. She is going to be successful at whatever she elects to do." That's so nice. How does something, hearing, not only just the last, but like in totality, how does hearing those types of statements make you feel?
Those are just 2 people that I really look up to and have been such a big part of my life. So to hear that they feel that way about me as I do about them, it's a great feeling.
Sure is. I say sure is like anybody's ever said something that nice about me. That is never, so really, that's really awesome. And for Kiera, Kiera is a coach's dream. In 30 years of coaching high school basketball, both girls and boys, she is hands down the best leader I've ever had. When your leader is also the hardest worker on the team, it makes my job much easier. She truly is a role model and the face of our entire program." Boy, oh boy. What is like?
Oh gosh.
Like, hearing something like that, I mean, it just must be such validation for the work that the 2 of you have just put forth over the past 6 years. Because, I mean, for anybody that doesn't know, AMSA, you can go there from 6th to 12th. So this isn't just 4 years. This is 6 years worth of work and dedication that has led up to this point. So, I mean, how does it feel to have somebody say something like that about you?
I mean, that's a lot. Like, that's probably like one of the greatest like compliments I've gotten, and like just being able to like kind of, I don't even know, that didn't even make any sense.
No, it totally makes sense to be overwhelmed by hearing something like, you're just, when you're going to school, there's so much going on, your head's just kind of down all the time, you're checking off boxes. Did I do my work? Did I go to practice? Am I taking care? You're not really worried about a lot of the accolades and like trying to, impress people for the most part. But you get to this point and now you get to hear all these wonderful things. I mean, it just must be incredible.
Yeah, it's like, it's great. It's like, I don't know, you can't really ask for much more than that.
Well, you guys have obviously done a lot to earn the respect and admiration of so many different people in the AMSA community. So really, congratulations to the two of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. And now we're in the final portion of the interview, the shout out portion, where Kiera and Maeve will have as little or as much time as they possibly want to show love to whoever it was that helped them get to this point. Maeve, who do you want to shout out?
I want to definitely shout out my family and my parents. They've been there for me, of course, since day one. They're always there supporting me for all my sports. And I want to shout out our two coaches, Coach Manzello and Coach Susie, and they've just been a huge part of my basketball career and always there for us. And of course, Pete Jones, our athletic director.
Very nice, very nice. Kiera?
I just want to shout out also Mr. Jones again. He does so much for the school, and none of this would run without him, and like all the hard work he puts in, I feel like can sometimes go unnoticed. But also, like I said earlier, Anna Chelino, Melissa Babinski, and Rachel Bibiu, they were great people to look up to while they were with us. They're great people to look up to now, and just kind of like seeing all the great things they're doing even after AMSA, and just being able to stay in touch with them, it's been great.
Wow. I'm sure that they appreciate the shout out and knowing that they had an impact on you. And I'm sure next year and the year after that, we're going to keep on hearing your names pop up again as different people that you help to inspire, that you help to show the AMSA way to as well. So, you know, thank you so much for taking the time and being here with us today. We really do appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so
for
much.
having
We
us.
appreciate it.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap it up here for this episode of the Senior Spotlight Show. Remember that these are available in video form across all of our social media platforms and on our website at WMCT-TV.com. And if you don't have the time to watch, you can listen to us while you're driving in your car. You can look us up at WMCT Sports. It's available on any platform that you stream your podcasts on. So once again, for Kiera and for Maeve, I'm Matt Besachio, and we'll see you next time on the Senior Spotlight Show. Cool. All right. Very nice. Thanks, guys. And like I told you, I was going to